Well, welcome chess fans, welcome boxing fans, and welcome everybody. We are live from the legendary Royal Albert Hall loading bay, here in the heart of the sporting capital of the world. Welcome to London! London Chess Boxing is very proud to present your main event of the evening! In association with Hendrix Gin and the Royal Albert Hall, we welcome viewers joining us live around the world on dailymotion.com. Your chess arbiter for our final bout will be Lorenz Acosta. Your boxing referee is Ronaldo Dominguez from Cuba. And your commentator for the chess action will be the incomparable international master, Malcolm Payne. We proudly present the two best middleweight chess boxers in the world for the International Chess Boxing Middleweight title fights. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ring your two fighters for this title bout, Jose Sanchez Amen and Dymer Agasaryan. Introducing, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 foot tall and weighing 11 stones, 11 pounds at the weigh-in. He has a boxing record of 27 wins. He comes from Costa Rica. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose Sanchez Amen! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighs 11 stone and 9 pounds. The fighting pride of Armenia, ladies and gentlemen, Dymer Agasaryan!
Certainly, Jose Sanchez Amen looking very confident as he came in the ring there.
Well, Jose has had 48 fights from Costa Rica, so why not?
Waving the Costa Rican flag around there. Here comes his opponent, Dymer Agasaryan.
Yeah. Sanchez obviously proud to be Costa Rica's first chess boxer. Vladimir Agasaryan from Armenia.
Different attitude from Vladimir Agasaryan. Whereas Jose was bouncing around, he can't seem to stop moving. Dymer very deliberate in his movements as he walks into the ring.
Your two fighters for this International Chess Boxing Middleweight bout. In the blue corner, wearing red shorts with white trim, Jose Sanchez Amen! And fighting out here in the red corner, in the black shorts, Dymer Agasaryan! Over to your commentator for the chess action, the incomparable international master, Malcolm Payne.
Thank you, Matt. A truly international flavour for this final bout. A few words about Dymer's home country, Armenia. There was recently a BBC documentary which was entitled Armenia, the Cleverest Nation on Earth. And why is it the cleverest nation on earth, ladies and gentlemen? Because they teach chess in every school. It's compulsory. 10 o'clock maths, 11 o'clock Armenian, 12 o'clock English, 1 o'clock chess. What a country. Okay, without further ado, I will ask the referee, International Master Lauren DaCosta, to give Dymer the choice of colours since he's travelled the furthest to the Royal Albert Hall. He's got black. Dymer's got black. So Jose will have the advantage of the white pieces. He will move first. A bit like serving in tennis. Once again, a recap of the rules, ladies and gentlemen. There is a chess clock here in the centre of the board. The players have 12 minutes each to make all their moves. If they don't make all their moves in 12 minutes, they lose. We saw the last two players come perilously close to that. We put a clean set of earplugs in their ears, I promise you, followed by some headphones. And we play the vaccines into those earphones at high intensity. So they cannot hear your words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen, and they cannot hear mine either. Okay, I think we're almost ready. Is the music on? The music's on. Are the headphones on? The headphones are on, then let's get the chess underway! Okay, it's Costa Rica against Armenia. And the clock is counting down. Pawn to d3, a very conservative chess move. That is really not revealing his intentions at all at this stage. Pawn e5, taking the centre, very logical. Knight to f3, a very good move, attacking the pawn on e5 and developing a piece. Knight c6, completely sensible, defending it. I suspect that both these guys are good chess players. Oh, now for those of you who are listening in the first bout, that is a fianchetto, or at least it will be when the bishop goes to g2, and there it goes. These two players have already demonstrated to us, ladies and gentlemen, that they are both great chess players. They're developing their pieces, attacking the centre. And this, at the moment, is what we would call, if we wanted to get awfully technical, a Perg defence in reverse. Bishop takes knight, the first exchange. 3 points for 3 points. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop. Slightly unusual that, to take the knight until a pawn goes to h3 attacking the bishop, but he did it anyway. Knight to f6, a beautiful symmetrical position for black. 2 pawns in the middle, 2 knights defending those pawns. Bishop g5, great move, pinning the knight. We've seen that tactic in another game. We saw it in the Mooney against Woon game. Bishop g5, Woon. Pinning the knight, bishop e7, breaking the pin, very sensible. Very sensible. White's already castled, black has yet to, but he's able to at any moment. Knight d2, completing the development of what we call the minor pieces, the bishops and the knights. Pawn h6, attacking the bishop. It's got no choice. Yep, it has to take the knight. Bishop takes bishop. So now, a very, very equal position. 2 rooks, queen, 8 pawns, bishop and knight each. Both sides have developed 2 pieces. If anything, white has a slight initiative because it's his move. It's almost as if he served, but he hasn't increased his advantage. Pawn to c3, that's quite a clever move because it releases the white queen. The white queen now has a diagonal that it can move on. If you look at the queen on d1, it hasn't moved yet, but it could be planning to sneak into the game. But Dymer gets his queen into the game first. Brilliant chess. Queen d6, a fine central square. It's good to have your queen in the centre of the board. It controls lots of squares. And now Dymer's actually possibly thinking of castling his king on the queen side. In chess, it's very important to castle your king. There's only one occasion in chess when you can move 2 pieces at the same time, and that is when you castle your king. When you castle your king, you move your king 2 squares, either to the right or to the left, and then the rook hops over the king, creating a really solid fortress. And when you have your king in that kind of situation, it's hard for it to be attacked. Pawn e4, great move from Jose, attacking the centre, and Dymer saw the danger and went pawn to d4, keeping the centre nice and closed. Dymer doesn't want the centre to open because his king is still on e8. If you look at it in the top, on the middle of the board at the top, his king hasn't moved yet. So pawn takes pawn. Jose very sensibly opening up the game because the black king is still in the middle. And it also gives Dymer a choice. He can take it back in no less than 3 ways. He takes it with the queen. That's got to be the boldest move on the board. Moving the queen into the heart of enemy territory. and that queen is actually attacking 2 pawns at the same time. That's pretty tricky. That gives Jose something to think about. I expect he'll have to think about this a little bit, because it's not easy to defend both of those pawns at the same time. I can see 4 different ways he can do it, but it's not clear which one of them is better than the other. So he'll probably be trying to figure out which one. Queen E2, okay! Let the boxing begin. Let's hear it for some high-quality chess, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, fantastic chess there in that round, I think you'll agree.
Very cagey style from both players there, Tim. I think Dymer has a slight nibble in the position. That pawn on D3, that's halfway, roughly in the middle of the board. It's not defended.
Yeah, it's a very glamorous audience we have tonight, of course. People have struggled to get tickets for this event, which has been sold out for several weeks, over a month, in fact.
Indeed, Tim. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I even saw some tickets outside.
Yeah, we've got some X Factor stars there, you can just see in the background, enjoying the show tonight, as well as the Times chess correspondent Ray Keane is here, and of course the one of Canada's most famous television stars, Peter Mooney, and that's saying a lot. There he is, Peter Mooney. Canada's a country that's produced a lot of great actors, including Bill Murray, and
well, it has produced a couple of strong chess players, including
here we go,
Eric Suttles, the very eccentric international master. Eric, you're watching? Hello.
Dymer comes out with a fantastic shot.
Oh, this is brutal stuff.
No holds barred, and the tournament is Jose Sanchez. He's taken a hard punch in early rounds. It seems, whoa. I don't actually know how to describe this. Dymer seems to be absolutely wild. His strategy clearly is attack is the best means of defense, but there's very little science behind those attacks. Sanchez is very much a classical boxer with a lot of experience in the amateur ranks of Costa Rica. Dymer Agasaryan from Armenia, a surprise package, clearly prefers a brawling style of boxing. Not for him to hang back behind the jab and seek an opening, oh no. I thought we'd seen the kitchen sink attack earlier on tonight, but that was clearly nothing to what Dymer Agasaryan had in mind. He's throwing everything at his opponent from Costa Rica.
But Jose is up to a challenge. Jose with the red trunks. He's a pawn down in the chess. He knows he's got to do something in the boxing. And getting in close, so slightly scrappy from the style of boxing, not just keeping their distance like in the previous match, Woon versus Mooney.
No easy battle this. It's what you call blood and gut stuff.
It's very up close and personal, wouldn't you say, Tim?
Well, the Costa Rican has a reach advantage. He's more experienced. But Dymer Agasaryan from Armenia, who is fighting out of Lithuania tonight, seems to have the edge on aggression, but great punch there from Sanchez.
So Sanchez, I think, trying to accommodate to the style of his opponent. Very difficult style.
Sanchez complaining about a head from Dymer Agasaryan. Dymer pushing his head into Sanchez's face, and Sanchez didn't like that. Oh, that was a heck of a left jump from Sanchez just at the end of the bell, and that rocked his opponent. So Agasaryan prepared to walk forward, soak up punishment in order to land some hits of his own. But just at the end of that round there, I'd say he came off slightly worse. Sensational round, I have to say.
Indeed, Tim. I haven't seen a night like this in the history of chess boxing. It's incredible.
Agasaryan having a word with the referee there.
Yes, Agasaryan.
And the referee is going to seek an adjudication.
Shipley announces round 3 to huge applause from the crowd. And if we look into the chess position, we can see it's black to move, Dymer to move, and he's got an extra pawn. No, sorry, he hasn't. The number of pieces and pawns are equal. So, will he make a bad move? Now it's back to a chessboard. That's often the order of play.
The times: Dymer has 10 minutes and 36 seconds for all his moves. Jose 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Not that important at this stage. The position is pretty equal. The last move was Queen E2. International Master Lauren DaCosta is ready. The music on. Let's start the chess. Oh, and he whacks the pawn. Yabi takes the pawn. That's a pawn up for Armenia. Queen takes on B2. Very, very good move. Why not take a pawn if it's there? Rook FB1. Ah, brilliant reply. Brilliant reply. Rook attacks the queen and says, how dare you snaffle one of my pawns? Get out of my face, basically. That's what that move says. Just get out of my face. Where now black has a problem. Where to move the queen? Queen goes back to where it came from, D4. A good central square. A very good central square. And white now has a problem. He's a pawn down. Can he regain the pawn, or does he have to play in a slightly different way and hope that he can get the pawn back later? So at the moment, Armenia with a slight advantage, an extra pawn, an extra B pawn. That's the pawn on the left-hand side on the B file, the second one in from the left that goes from B1 to B8. And this is a slight problem for white. That's probably why he's thinking, and he's falling behind on the clock. Knight B3, excellent move attacking the queen. The knight moves to a more active square, attacking the queen. The queen runs away straight away to B6 without hesitation. Dymer playing really quickly. Notice that at the moment, both sides' bishops, the one on F3 on a white square and the one on F6 on a black square, are pretty useless because they're actually pointing into pawns. They're not really doing anything. Oh, queen is attacked and just goes back. They've repeated the position, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, knight goes back. Now that's actually offering a draw. If they repeat the position too many times, the game can be drawn. In which case, I'd have to call in the boxing. Yep. Well, that's a draw, ladies and gentlemen. They've repeated the position. But they don't have to unless they agree it. They can carry on if they want. They can carry on if they want. They want to agree a draw? It's up to you guys. You can agree a draw, and then it'll be settled on the boxing points. You want to play on? You want to play on?
Armenian wants to draw. You want to draw one more round of boxing.
One more
Okay, we've got an interesting situation here. The players have repeated the position 3 times,
Okay.
and under chess rules,
They've repeated the position
that
3 times.
means that one
And
player
under
can
chess
claim a
rules,
draw.
If you repeat the position 3 times, I've got a word from the box, Lauren. They've repeated the position 3 times. They've got to have one more round of boxing. Let's settle this in the ring. Let's settle it in the ring. What do you say? Yes, we will settle in the ring. Let's get these chess pieces out of here. 1 round. Winner takes all.
Okay, yes, that was the situation. Hang on, I'll let
dead
Malcolm
level.
finish.
Let's see what happens in the ring. Ronaldo, the ref, over to you.
That was a most unusual situation. We had threefold repetition in chess. So if a position happens 3 times, it's a draw.
So
But
it
now
will be decided on boxing points.
we'll have 1 round of boxing. If there's no knockout, the boxing referee will decide who wins on boxing points. That's the rules of chess boxing.
By the way they went at it last time, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a knockout, though.
I wouldn't disagree with you, Tim. And the last time for Lisa Shepley, announcing the final round 4. Of course, it's very interesting because I think Dymer had an advantage there. He had an extra pawn, the position was a little bit tricky, but he could have carried on in the chess. So maybe Dymer reckons that he can win the boxing on points because he could have carried on in the chess.
Well, it's been a short but exciting contest, and I'm really looking forward to what happens in the next few minutes.
So the Armenian in the black shorts and Costa Rican Jose Sanchez in red.
Costa Rican, of course, carries a dual Costa Rican Spanish nationality. That's Jose Sanchez Amen, half Spanish, half Costa Rican. Oh, he got a full left hook in the face, and that's rocked him slightly, but has it hurt him or just made him more angry? Well, we'll find out. Oh, a lovely jab from Jose Sanchez there. That jab is really doing some damage on the chin of his opponent. But his opponent coming back with that right hook over the top. There's certainly no quarter asked or given in this fight.
Come on, fight your way out. Fight your way out. Fight your way out.
If it goes to, when it goes to the decision now, it could be the man who comes forward the most, but who is that man?
Yes, referee Reynaldo Dominguez from Cuba. He always favours the aggressive fighter, so there's everything to play for.
Well, the difficult decision is to decide who has landed the most punches and who has been the most aggressive, and it's actually quite a tricky one. I think that certainly Sanchez has landed quite a few punches with his jab, but have they done much damage? Whereas Dymer's heavy-handed overhand rights have probably caused more damage. And there's the end of the round.
The end of the round.
We await
That's
the
it.
referee's decision.
How is Reynaldo Dominguez going to favour the Costa Rican in red shorts or the Armenian? Right. And so Reynaldo Dominguez, he's totting up his scores. from the 2 boxing rounds, round 2 and
Well
round
then,
4.
ladies and gentlemen, we await the judge's decision. To clarify from earlier on, in case, as Malcolm explains, since the chess in round 3 had basically become a bit of a stalemate with both players willing to pursue the same moves, after they've been repeated 3 times, the chess is basically considered a stalemate and we go to one final round of boxing. So here, for the International Chessboxing Middleweight title fight, let's have our boxers to the centre of the ring, please.
So here you see on the right, next to the MC, is Tim Walder, who is founder of the Great Britain Chess Boxing Organisation, who is promotes the shows and has been running chess boxing shows for the last 5 years. And here we are at the Royal Albert Hall, an amazing achievement.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new International Chessboxing Middleweight Champion of the World by 1 point from Armenia, Dymer Agasaryan!
The decision match splits the crowd, equal cheering and booing. The Armenian gambit paid off. He agreed to a draw in the chess by a threefold repetition. Gambling he'd win on boxing points, and he has. The Armenian gambit. Not just the greatest chess players in the world, but also international chess boxing champion.